After a disappointing outcome at the parliamentary election last month, President Yoon Suk Yeol begins his third year in office, determined to focus on improving livelihoods and communicating better. Our presidential correspondent Soo-young has more.
Improving livelihoods and communication with the public will be at the centre of President Yoon Suk Yeol's policies as he begins his third year in office with a revamped team of senior aides. That's according to Presidential Spokesperson Kim Soo-kyung in a briefing Sunday, following Yoon's three-year milestone on May 10th. Kim said Yoon will first get to work on taming inflation on everyday goods, forming a task force to monitor and stabilise consumer prices. He will further support new strategic industries to ramp up exports, which would subsequently benefit domestic suppliers and subcontractors. This week, Yoon will resume a series of policy discussions with the public to hear about their struggles and seek solutions, along with holding national strategy meetings also focused on livelihoods. After his ruling People Power Party suffered a heavy defeat in the general election last month, Yoon has pledged to reform his administration's communication and management to become more receptive to public opinion. He is the first South Korean leader to have an opposition majority in parliament throughout his entire presidency. According to Kim, the top office last week completed its reshuffle, forming Yoon's third lineup of senior staff. His new Chief of Staff and Senior Secretary for Political Affairs are aiming to better navigate policy agendas and relations with the National Assembly. Meanwhile, the revived role of Senior Secretary for Civil Affairs aims to help discern public sentiment, while the Senior Secretary for Civil Society will communicate with diverse sectors of society. Noting that the ruling party has also been taking steps towards reform, with a new emergency committee chairman and floor leader in place. Kim said the top office will work closely with the ruling party on policies that meet the public's expectations and bring tangible changes to their lives. Also, as Yoon looks to cooperate with the opposition Democratic Party of Korea, given its hold of 175 seats in the 300-seat assembly, he has initiated a meeting with its leader Lee Jae-myung. But bipartisan clashes have continued in Parliament over a bill the opposition railroaded through on opening a special probe into the death of a Marine last year. Kim said going forward, the Yoon administration will focus solely on the people and their livelihoods rather than political strife. Soo-young, Arirang News.